This is a reconstruction, a visual effects play created to stimulate your mental bits through sight and sound.
But it is something that's happening now. Maybe not right now, but somewhere, unknown, in the known British Isles, another innocent victim becomes another innocent victim of pineapple attacks and becomes another innocent victim. This is the remnants of their work. Pieces of the inside of the pineapple, splurted out in a post-savagery splooge fest. Sadly, these pieces of citric globules are becoming more and more prevalent across the UK.
In 2001, the number of pineapple-related attacks was just 15. By 2005, it had rose to 500. And by 2010, that figure had rose again to 4,000. If this trend continues, and it probably will for all you know, by 2020 the attacks will number 12 million, twice as much as the population of the UK, and 50 times higher than the number of pineapples.
A real problem for a government facing a real crisis of tropical proportions on their hands.
In centres like this one in Western Mare upon Super Duper Mare, workers such as this man, Philip Sokuoff, are attempting to stymie the problem, but their efforts are like a kitten scraping against a titanium brick wall. Adorable, but ultimately futile.
I mean, we can't exactly force the pineapples in, can we? We haven't got that kind of power. Not like the stuck-up social workers with their clipboards and their responsibilities and all that. I envy them, but it makes me sick. I mean, probably all woofters or something. But yeah, we can only do what we can do. We're dealing with a tough group here. Pineapples are notorious for their unwillingness to listen, or in most cases even talk to you. This is due to the fact that they lack ears and a mouth, or even any kind of cerebral cortex capable of recognising speech.
So can you tell me why you feel the need to re-offend? You don't realise it, but your silence speaks volumes.
We do have a high re-offence rate though, but for most of pineapples that's what they have in life really. I mean, sometimes they fall from trees onto people's heads or stab people in the eye with spiny leaves. And rarely we hear about them trying to jump down people's throats. But that's not because they don't try, it's because the average human esophagus can't take a fully sized pineapple.
But still, people in Britain are crying out for help, like a ship lost in a dark sea. But it seems as though the lighthouse of hope has run out, and the good ship the common public has run aground on the dark shores of uncertainty.
Just last week, Mr. Dingleberry was yet another victim of pineapple violence. He was out minding his own business at the weekend, undertaking his gentle pastime of dogging, when the attack occurred.
So I'd just finished up, I'd wiped myself down, and then all of a sudden this shape came out of nowhere.
Right, would you say it was that kind of shape?
Maybe it's a bit bigger.
So if I use buttons like
maybe
that,
it's a bit
okay.
a bit more square.
Right. Okay. So a bit more like this.
A bit up as well though. Maybe it's a bit like that.
A bit more in the centre.
It was like that. That was the shape.
That's the exact shape.
Aye.
Okay.
Anyway, that shape, it came at us, right? And it proceeded to bugger me for 12 hours straight, man. I couldn't sit.
The men expected to solve the problem are men such as this man, the man known as Ronald Pleasance. He has pledged to stop pineapple violence in his community outright, although has disappointed his constituents by being a totally useless bastard.
This problem has many factors. It's political-social, it's socio-political, it's the government, it's the system, it's the curse of Yahweh, or bad juju, whatever you want to call it. But I need to emphasise 100% that I have nothing to do with this whatsoever, and anybody that says otherwise is a complete dick.
But the public remains unconvinced.
I mean, pineapples, they're just a bunch of layabouts, aren't they? I see them hanging around near shops and that in large groups, just kind of hanging around there like they're minding their own business or whatever. You don't feel safe.
Well, they're not apples and they're not pine, so really they're just a menace, a walking liar, which to me is un-British.
What I think is we need to get them in the armed forces just like I was. It sorted me out to tell you that. And the screaming of me dead comrades rings so loudly in my ears like a cacophony of torment, and I just don't have the capacity to go out and kill someone. Besides which, any form of violence sends me into a violent fit which takes me hours to wake up out of.
This isn't the first incident of fruit-related violence in the UK. Back in the 1980s, the Strawberry Riots saw at least 50 smoothies worth of strawberries squashed by the police. In the 1970s, an uprising of militant bananas brought London stall owners to their knees.
So what is the solution? An increased police presence? A cutback on pineapple immigration? An increase in the number of pineapple pizzas across the various pizzerias across the country? No one knows for certain. But like the pineapples themselves, this is an issue that is both tough to crack, prickly, and hard. For TITNV News, I'm Peter Shroddy in Bonkness. Ah!
You know, you don't realise it, but your silence speaks volumes. I'm actually writing a fucking pen.
I'm waiting with your pen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again.